Good morning to everyone. Is I'm audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am, it's audible, ma'am.
Okay. Let's already this is the second day of the FDP where we are going to be we are learning the how to write a research paper. So today I'm basically my whole session is focused on the research design and the what the minor things and minor detail we have to be kept in mind when we writing a research paper. Let's start the session. Research, already you know the research is a combination of the two words, that is searching the things again and again, means already some things is happened and you are adding the some things, that is you're adding some values, adding some knowledge, adding some concept, and adding any things to this knowledge, or this is called the research. Now I'm just depicting two pictures. This is a picture of a mountain. When we see a mountain from the far away from that, this it is look like a. And when I call and I ask to you to reach the tip of the mountains, then what you follow? What you do? That is naturally you start walking toward this mountain and follow the path, follow the footsteps that is already the travel was taken, that you take that part to reach the tip of the mountain. Okay, what I want to say means this is the mountain, means a research work. When you write a paper and publish a paper, that is you feel like you reach in the mountain. What do you feel? Just I'm going to depict in the next picture. That is, when you reach the tip of the mountain, the entire world will change and the scenario will change. You can see the world in the different aspect, in the different perspective from the tip of the mountain. But yes, of course, the journey toward the tip, the top of the mountain is very difficult, is very challenging. So you have to take the challenges, and when you take the challenges and start working on this, the minor hurdles that will come on your path, then you reach that mountain and enjoy this view. So hopefully my session will knowledge your will add some knowledge to write a good research paper. Well, first things that I want to say, that is very important things, the selection of topic, because the most of the things is important on your selection. Because when I see in the conferences or the repetition of topics, and the topic is very vast, so these things. This thing you have to be keep when you select a topic. This things important point to have in your mind. That is, what is your interest area? Just as I can say, my research area, my interest area is behavioral finance, time series. So I will always be write paper on this area only, because this is my interest area. So find out your interest area, and because you can do your best, you can put your effort on a 100% way when you work on your interest area. The first thing, say find out what is your interest area and narrow down topic to the manageable, because the topic itself can be vast, but you have to be narrowed down, because research paper, you have to be complete your whole project of research project within the 2 and 3 months, because after announcement of a conference, you will get hardly 1 month or 2 months to write a good paper and present a paper. That is you have to be narrowed down the topic to the manageable in that constant, that time frame you will get. Accordingly, you have to be managed and narrow down the topic. I refer to the guide and the expert for the relevant field, that will definitely add knowledge to find out and to fix your help to select a good topic. This is my just suggestion for the selection of topics. Now, because already I said previously, when you go to write a paper, you have to follow the steps that are already taken by the someone. Means the research paper is not the innovation, that is you're creating something new that is not happened earlier, but research is that something that is you are adding some knowledge that is already happened, and you are adding knowledge. So what the way the literature review naturally help a lot to find out the variables, find out the things that is on that find it the boundary, uh, the boundary on which you can write a paper. So that is what is the step you can take to first formulate the problem, formulate the topic. Naturally, it is stick to your topic of the research, then develop and validate the review particles. Which what you have to predict the first key, why you are how you are going to be conduct your literature review, how you are going to be validate the literature review. That is the step 2, develop and validate the review protocols. Step 3, search the literature in the different platform, in the Google Scholar, in the ResearchGate and Academy, and the so many dimensions, so many portals are available where you can find the literature. Then all the, because here you can see the funnel like structure, means when you start searching the literature, that is you can just putting all the things that is related to your, all the paper you download, all the paper that is related to your topic. Then you have to be, what you have to be, you have to start sorting, you have listing down, you have reducing. That means you have to be screen the all the paper and make the list of those paper that is most relevant for and most relevant and justified with your paper. Then you, after screening, you come to know okay, these paper are can help you to select the methodologies, to select the that is variables for your study, to select the analysis process. On the basis of the screening, you come to know okay, these 20-30 paper will part of your literature vein. So naturally you how you come to this conclusion after reading the abstract of that study, then you come to that conclusion that these 20-30 paper will end in my research work. That is you taken into account that paper. Now come to that step 5, that is assess quality. This review of full text, because after review of abstract only you come to know that these papers are help in your, or this is paper is are support for your research paper writing. But what paper will be your base paper, and what paper what are the different variable you can find out when you assessing the quality of the paper. You have to go through the review of the full research paper. You have to read the full research paper. Then you come to know okay, what this paper will become your base paper on which you can write, because it add the concept. On the basis of that you can start your that is methodology part ki what will the research design of your paper. So after that you can step 5, after the completion of 5 you come to know ki this paper will be added, that is core paper for your study. Then extract data. Afterward, what you have to do, you have to be formula design the questionnaire and go to the for and what the for the designing of the questionnaire, this literature definitely add the values, because on the basis of that you can able to design a questionnaire that is for the collection of the data. 7-step analyze and synthesize the data. And the last, on the basis of that you can see, on the basis of the literature you review, you can forward it to the step 6, that is extract the data, and now next move to the step 7, that is analyze, and that is step 8, the report finding, that is research finding of your study. Means this literature review is the very essential and the very important part of your research work. Now come to the design part, because already you did your regressive literature review. Now you have to know about what is the design, because you after the literature review, some things become very clear in your mind. What's the sample size, what will be the research respondent profile, what is the what are the various variable, in which what the number of independent variables. This all things you are clear in your mind after the literature review. Then accordingly you have to design your research research paper. The design means, in this design, what the 4-5 things you have to be. First things, What is the data? Is your studies based on the primary data or the secondary data? You have to design the first part. The first part of the design is the data, type of data. On the base of that, you are going to be write a paper. That is, it is primary or the secondary. Second, if the data is primary, then what will be the profile of the respondent? Means you need the data from the which area, from the Tamil Nadu, from the Chhattisgarh, from Delhi, what the research area where you are going to be collect the data, and from whom you are going to be collected data. They will be male, female, or only male, or female, or both. What will be the data profile? You have to fix the respondent profile on the basis of literature. That is the second most important part of your design. Then third, the sample size. Sample size means how many sample you have to be collected to validate your research. Is it how can you validate your number of samples? Sample size is based upon the population size of. So you have to be found out that the first of you have to fix the context and the research area. If your research area accordingly, you can. And the first thing is the research area. Second is the number of the variable. On the basis of that, you can calculate the sample size. The third element is a very important element of design is the sample size. Then four is the collection of data, that is questionnaire design. It is how your questionnaire will design. That is the fourth point. And fifth point is the analysis techniques. What the analysis techniques you are going to be opt for your study. That is you are going to do with the t-test or the chi-square test, or it is multiple correlations, or the simple correlation, what the ANOVA will apply on your analysis. This all things, this is the fifth element of your research design. So this all things you have to be fixed, you have to be just assured when you complete your literature review. Now come to the, because after analysis, because topic is already fixed. Now because all the research design is not fixed for the entire type of for all type of study. So you have to be understand कि your study fall in the which category. Means is your paper is the definition paper, is your paper is the review paper, is your paper is the analytical paper, is the experimental, is the case study, compare and contrast paper, cause and effect paper, argumentative or the research paper, interpretative research paper, the services paper. Because whole study, whole design and whole effort depend upon the your types of the research paper. Means if you are very new and you want to be just add means you have to be collect the concept of different author and put in a very affirmative way. Means what you want to say that is the problem, or that is you are just want to say that without putting your opinion. That is definition paper. Next, what is the definition paper? The definition paper means if your paper is fall in this category. So let's understand one by one what are the different types of paper. The definition paper solely describe only the fact and the objective without using any your personal opinion, personal emotions, and that is. So this type only, this definition paper is only provide the informations. Only you should include fact from variety of sources and just leave the fact unanalyzed. That is called the review definitions paper. Second one, what is the review paper? Review means paper in the passage of time, so many author adding the different papers in the particular topic. So you selected a topic, so you review the different paper and how this paper, how this author are added, how their author are added the knowledge in this particular field. That is you are going to review. The review paper can be of this that is systematic literature review. You can go to the systematic literature review. Just you can collect the 30 paper, or you write a review paper on the basis of that. That is the systematic literature, just putting the all that 30 paper, because already you selected in the second stage already I told you you selected 30 paper. just about 30 papers. But that all 30 papers, what the objective of the study, what the research finding, what this thing, you only reviewing this part only. That is systematic literature, where you putting the all 30 paper in a paper, and just after that, what the conclusion, what the research gap you find out on the basis of that 30 paper. That is the end, or this is the first type of the literature review. Second type of that is the bibliometric analysis. Bibliometric analysis is a techniques where you can do certain apply the basis of that is, but you have to be fine, because bibliometric analysis is opt only when the data from the Scopus index or the Web of Science or the some. So you have to be find the keyword from your topic, and try to find out extract the file, that is how many in the past 20 year, 30 year. You have to be fix the time span. Means you, if you are if I'm going to select the 20 years, the 20 year, in the past 20 year, how many authors, how many author put it there, and how many books published, yeah, paper published on the related to these topics. So I have to be download the data from the Scopus or the Web of Science, and use the some techniques. On the basis of that, I can conduct the bibliometric analysis. Similarly, meta-analysis is also a techniques where, yeah, the review paper can be right. It is also, means it is when you conduct the means you are not, meta-analysis means not taking the time only limited to that. All studies from the beginning, from the origin to the till line, how this study are aiding the knowledge in this particular field are all taken in the meta-analysis. Then that is thematic analysis, also a kind of review paper writing techniques, where you can opt for the writing a research paper. Now, second types of research is the analytic research, where it is analysis research paper. You pose the questions and then collect relevant data related to that particular questions, to analyze the that particular things in a different point of view. Means you are analyzing, means you focus on the finding, focus on to find the conclusion, and then your personal conclusion also be the topic. So this is the analyzing. You are analyzing the fact, and after the analysis, you put the whole extract in a form of a conclusion. That is the analytical research paper you can write. Third is the compare the context. When your context are two different context, you can compare, like compare of the two banks, compare of the performance of the two company, compare. That is compare the contrast paper used to analyze the difference between the two view. It can be difference between the two viewpoints, different author, different subject, different story, different movies, different that is any creatives. You can just compare it, and in the literature you can compare the two novels, to author, the writing pattern of the two authors. This is also the compare and contrast paper. Next, come to the cause and effect paper, where cause and effect are usually the first type of research paper that high school and the college students are confined. Means it's a very that is basic paper, where only the two questions are going to be answered. That is why this happened, and what is this. That is only two aspect of that is cause and its effect. Third is the argumented and the research paper. These two means when you are taken the certain topics, and that certain topic means just like a debate, the true and fro. That is the two side of a controversy issue. You are taking the both the things. Then this type of paper is comes under. Means you are taking a certain topics, and taking what the views against and what the views are favor in this topic, and you are accumulated all those fact, favor and against, and putting in a paper. That is, these type of papers comes under this category. The interpretative paper, this paper required to use means you have to be study certain case, certain that is events, certain things, and After scrutinies, after going to the thorough study of that particular event and particular case study, you have to be just interpret the what the things are happened, what the things happened in this particular case, in the particular story or the particular situations. You're putting all this, means interpreting the whole things in a legal point of view, or the management point of view, or the decision point of view, this type of paper. So then this type of paper fall in this category. Survey research paper, all you know, that is primary research paper. You collect the data on the basis of the primary data, then you analyze that data and put it into, summarize into the research paper, that is service research paper. Experimental, that is here we that is researchers go to the any field and conduct and research, collect the data, means, and afterward that write a paper on the basis of the collection data after the experiment conducted. That type of paper is experimental research paper. This biology, chemistry, physics, even sociology, psychology. Psychology means also in psychology, so many experience conducted on the basis of the data is collected, and all the collected data and fact will be summarized, analyzed and summarized in a research paper. So this type of research paper, this experiment is the base. Now, because all the research paper, the objective prospective research paper, what the classify on the basis of that wholly, you can classify this type whole study in the descriptive, the research design, which will be descriptive, correlation, explanatory, and explorative. Previously, I explained those all. That is the type of research paper. But after collection of the whole data, you can, what the analyzing pattern you can choose. That is, your paper can be descriptive, means you're describing, means definition paper, review papers, or the conceptual paper fall in this category, where you only describe the concept, not putting the any analytical viewpoint, that is descriptive. Correlation, you find out the relation between the two variables, or the you are analyzing the relation between the two variable on the light of the modifying, that is moderating or mediating variable. Explanatory variables means it's something just like analysis of the case study. If anything happen, any events happen after the that you are explaining, your paper are detailing that event, why it has happened, what are the facts behind it, means you are putting the view of both the sides. That is explanatory paper, means case study. As case study falls in this category. Exploratory research means you are find out, exploring the things. Exploring the things means you are find out the new things, new variable, means you have to be go to the that is data collection. Things means exploring means that is on previous study, that is exploratory type analysis pattern. Now come structure, because it could be. Now come to the this part, descriptive data analysis. When you collected all the data, now what the analysis part, analysis thing you can conduct on your data, that is descriptive analysis, means you have to be describe the data. Descriptive analysis means only you are describing the data about your data. What information from the data collected, means it is only describing the nature of the data. In this, what the things you can do, that is mean, median, mode, curtices, skewness, standard deviation. This all variance analysis all are in this category, where where you are descriptive analysis. This all in this analysis. Now, diagnostic analysis. What is diagnostic analysis? Means diagnostic analysis means you want to find the cause and effect. Means you are diagnosis the problem. Diagnosis means problem come to you, then you analyze and try to find the relation between the cause and effect. Means when you are try to find the relation between the variable, that is diagnostic analysis. Diagnostic means you are want to try to find out the relation between the variables and the strength of the variable by putting some variable, so putting some moderating variable. So is the relation between the variables will change or remain same? That means all those things, this type of analysis means correlation analysis, regression analysis, multiple regression analysis. These type of CANOVA, you are try to find out this, that is comes under this analysis, diagnostic. Now come to the predictive analysis. Predictive analysis, what is means? It is on the base of the previous data, when of the data, you are predicting the future. Future means on the basis of that predictive analysis, in that analysis, you predict a model. You predict a model on the basis, or anyone can and anyone can take the help of that model, and on the basis of that, this model they can predict. These type of analysis are used in the in the business, in so many applications where you can see. In just I'm taking an example where this thing used in the bank, in the bank, that is, you do you know about the discriminative analysis, where we formulate or design a model on the basis of the relation of the variable. On the basis of that model, you bank can take decision ki they are going to be give the loan to the particular customer on the, so they can put their name and all the detail in that model, or the on the basis of the model, it calculated and give the prediction ki is bank is going to be give the loan to that particular customer or not. So these type of analysis are doing in the so many places. So many places the predictive analysis are doing. Justly in the finance company, basically it used. In the medical field, it is used. So many things are used in the predictive analysis. And the prescriptive means prescription, means prescribing, means this analysis in the that is science, in science and medical, this prescriptive analysis are done. But for your study, you go to the predictive analysis, up to the predictive analysis. What is the, now come to the descriptive analysis. Descriptive means, now I'm going to tell in detail what is the descriptive analysis. It is only describing what happened. The question answer what happened. The descriptive analysis of what happened by summarizing past data, usually in the form of dashboard. So this is the basically descriptive analysis. When one question is answered, is what happened. Next is the diagnostic. What did it happen? How, why did it happen? Means if anything happened, why it has happened, you are find, already I told, find out the relation between the cause and effect. The diagnostic analysis take the insight found from the descriptive analysis and drill down to found the cause of that, those outcomes. So that is diagnostic analysis. Organization make use of this type of analysis and create more connection between the data and identify pattern of the behavior. If you see, just I'm putting a reference here. If you one on in the Geo Cinema, one series are now floating, that is Asur Part 2. If you see, where on the basis of your behavior in the social media, the AI, the man is prepare a model on the basis of the behavioral pattern. That is, if the man, because your like and likes are reflected in the social media, or social media capture your like and dislike accordingly. On the basis of your like and dislike, they can predict how could be you behave in the future. So diagnostic means why did this happen is the second, and now come to that is predictive. What is likely to happen on the basis of their past data, or the past behavior, you can predict the future. Predictive analysis uses the data we have to be summarized to make logical prediction of the outcome of the event. This analysis relies on the statistical model, which require added technology and manpower to forecast. These are the examples of the applications where predictive analysis are used, that is risk assessment, sales forecasting, using the customer segmentation to determine leads have to be best chance of converting, and predictive analysis in customer success teams. These are the application where the predictive analysis are used. Now come to the prescriptive analysis. Determine the course of action to be the current problem or the decision. So basically, state of art technology and based on the prescriptive analysis means problem are identified, cause and effect relation already identified. On the basis of that, predictive analysis, and then on the basis of that identification of the problem, course of action can be identified and it is implemented. That is, determine the course of action is the prescriptive analysis. These are the now, because already I compare. That is, I just deliver the things about the different type of analysis. That is, means you have to be, what the things I covered, that is, first you have to be find out, first you have to be select your topic. On the basis of that, you have to be find out the research paper, which type of research paper you are going to be write. And third is the which type of analysis are you are going to be using in research paper. Now, because all these things are now fixed, now what are the things you can do? This is the process, because you have to be strict on to the process to write a good research paper. So means already, you know, already we are on this journey. We are already, selection of topic is already completed. Defining the research problem means you are already after the literature you are able to define the research problem of your study. Then you, on the basis of the literature you are able to find out the objective of the research. You have to be list down the objective of the research, and then on the basis of that objective research paper research, you can find out, you can formulate the hypothesis. If you are going to test it, then you have to be afterward you can formulate the hypothesis of the study. Then you have to go to the working hypothesis. Then you're preparing the research design. Research design means you that already I told, that is 5 element. 5 element you have to be keep in mind. Though all the 5 element, that is your research design. Then your sample design means number of data and how you are going to be collected. That is sample design, not sample. This is sample designs means the 2 things in sample design is very important. First is the number of samples you are going to be collect, and the second is the respondent profile. Is you have to be lock the respondent profile. That is 2 things you have to be complete in this part. Then afterward, when all those things are fixed and just finalized, then you are going to the field for the data collection, where the data will collected, and after that, with the help of the questionnaire, the schedule, or the interview, what the tools you are going to be take. On the basis of that you are going to be collect the data, and then data will be collected, and then execution of the projects means you are with data collected and not it is used in a data. You have to be go to the process the data. You have to be processed means you have to be sanitize the data. You have to be edit the data. You have to be that is some editing part are left over because some missing figure will be there, some missing part of in your data will be there. To you have to be remove all those things and put the data fit to the for the analysis. That is process comes under in the execution of the project or the execution of the data. When your data are fit for the analysis, then you can use any type of software that is freely available. That is our software. You can use the in Excel. You can analyze the data and test your hypothesis, and then after the data analysis means your analysis will be first the descriptive part in your analysis. That is you have to be describe the nature of your data, and then Inferral analysis also be part of your data. If your hypothesis or working hypothesis in your study, then must be inferral analysis will be part of your data analysis. And afterward, the generalizing and interpretation of their that what the research finding you come after that data analysis, that could be generalized and interpreted, and then this report finding means afterward that is you are ready, you are able to your research paper is ready. This will the research paper or this have to be taken one by one and in everything in a very good manner. Now come to the variables. I'm going to take this research questions because what is the research questions I'm going to tell you what is, because so many authors, so many I am always used to talk with the scholars and the fellow member and about the research. So when you select any type of topic, these 5 questions must be asked about this topic. First, why did you choose this topic? What interest area? As you have the answer of all these 5 questions. But first, why did you choose? Second is who are the information provided on that package, that is it is telling about the profile of your respondent. And the third, what are the major questions for this topic? You have to be accurate or listed down all the questions related to this call. Means you have to be debate on this particular topic. Debate means you have to be sometime you have to think in favor of that topic, sometime you have to be things against that topic, then you have to be listed down what questions related to that topic. Then so third is the what, where is your topic important, that local, national, international, means here is going to be fixed the context of the study, because whenever the context always be fixed, context cannot be changed. So means you have to be fix the context. It is context means your research area or where you are going to be studied, that is where and when it was a topic important. Current or in historical means it is showing the importance of your topic, because if you are chosen any topics that is irrelevant for the society, irrelevant for the others, then is not when you are this type of paper is you are submitted for the publication. Actually this thing they are the publisher or the editor is seeing is your paper is putting or adding some knowledge or adding the society, adding the some benefit to the society or not. So that is when question is very important. So when you write a paper and when you go to the publication, then definitely this paper will be published. So then as an author, this all the 5 W, you have the answer of all the 5 W's in your mind. Now come to the research question, because already you formulated the number of research questions, because you're putting yourself as in the condition of the sometime in the favor, sometime in the against. Then this all questions that comes in a now how this question is going to be mapped with your entire study. I'm just here I'm giving this example of here. Here the topic is the accounting software and how the accounting does. I'm just narrating the topic. Okay, the topic is the impact of the accounting software on the performance of any company or any firms. Now, I'm asked the 10 questions about my topic. So, what is the first? Override the accounting software, analyze the research gap. Second, how accounting sector work in a real life. Third question will be use of accounting sector and what is role, key area in which accounting sector deals with and solve issue of business. And does accounting sector deliver accurate in the timely information as to enhance the business performance? How does accounting sector lead to better decision making by manager and user in the organization? What are the effect of accounting sector on the organizational productivity? This is the 7 question leading to the that is my topic is impact of the accounting sector on the performance of any organization. So what are the effect of accounting sector on the organizational activity? What are the challenges of affecting implementation of accounting sector? So these are 10 questions I just formulate on the basis of literature review. Now this all 10 questions are going to map with my study. How it is going to be mapped? The first question, the answer will find in the introduction part, means your paper introduction part, where you can find out the answer of the first question. How accounting software work in a lab? It is also mapped in the introduction part. Use of accounting software and its role. These answer I can get from the after the regression literature review. This two and three questions answer will I can get from the literature review. The first are the uses of accounting software and its role and key area which accounting software deal with and solve the issue of the business. This two area, because it is the literature review helped me to find out the research gap. That is 2, 3, and 4. The fifth, that does accounting software deliver accurate and timely on the basis that, because I am asking, okay, this accounting, I have the some assumption, is accounting software deliver the accurate information? Not naturally, it is my hypothesis, because the hypothesis always be say is accounting sector deliver the accurate and timely information. So this part is mapped with my hypothesis part. Then because I am not only these questions are asking does accounting sector deliver the accurate and timely information as to enhance the business performance, then naturally the research methodology also part, means research methodology, because on the basis of that method hypothesis you have to be find the methodology, means analysis part, what you are going to be do, which type of test you are going to be conduct on your data. It is mapped with the data analysis part also. So now similarly you can see the whole entire 10 question mapped with your different part of your paper. That is means, and as an author you have to be very clear about the which questions, means first you have to be asked the question n number questions with related to that topic, and then list down all the question and try to map with your part of the study. And then when this structure is framed, then you are able to write a good research paper, because already the structure and framework is that is created. On the basis of that, you can use the data, you can analyze the data, you can conduct the various statistical tests that is useful for your hypothesis testing. What the testing you are going to be conduct, it is already clear in this year. And that's that way you can map your research question with the entire paper. Now, already I think taken. Now I'm taking I'm just going to tell about the bibliometric analysis, because I already told these things. Means here basically bibliometric analysis, where your publication data you can extract from the Scopus or the any Web of Science or the Google Scholar, or the definitions part, where dimension part, or on the basis of that you can conduct the bibliometric analysis. You can see the study, you can just Google the bibliometric analysis, so you can see that this is the analysis, a very good, very beautiful analysis, where both the things you can do. What the things means, yeah, pictorial presentation as well, that the data is presented in a tabular form. Both the things are presented in that bibliometric analysis. So you can, if you are beginner you are a scholar and just started your journey toward the research, so just use write a paper on the literature review and then bibliometric analysis. Now I'm just going to tell about the variables part this time. Yeah, this is very important part that I'm going to do, because time is not too much to discuss so many things. I'm because research variable, I'm going to take this part is very important. You have to be find out the research variable. Because variable, why it is important? Variable the central idea of any research, because this blue circle is your whole research paper and the central idea is variable. So you have to identify the variable related to your research paper. Research in design, that is the constant part is your context. That is already I told. What is the constant? Constant always be that is it is fixed. It is not changed with the but variables are things which change within various paper. Someone take the some type of variable, someone take different type of variables. So that is the variable is means it vary with the author to author or the times to time. It is varying. Just I'm giving the examples of this pictures. What is the fixed things in that? Anybody can tell me what is this picture are depicting the Bollywood actresses? Anyone can tell what is the context of this paper? Context of this thing, this paper. Sorry, this picture. Anyone can answer? For the better understanding, just I'm asking this: what is the context of this paper? If I'm just putting the some pictures of some actresses, what is the context? Yes, these all are the actresses.
Successful actresses in the field.
Actresses. It is also fixed. You can see. Yeah. Anyone giving the answer? Okay. So these are the context. What is the context? Is that these I am depicting a picture where the various Bollywood actresses means my study is on the Bollywood actress. My context is Bollywood actresses means only female actresses and female is taken into study. Now, what the variable part? The first variable part. What the variable part you can see? The sum of the just Kareena Kapoor, it is a star kid. Alia Bhatt, it is a star kid. Means you can segregate this picture into the two variable, that is star kids and not star kids. So that is the
Age
first.
factor, madam.
Yeah, age factor is also the variable. Yes, and what the complexion is also variable. Next,
Height.
height, yes. And so these are the variables. So now you understand why I'm doing, because it is very easy to understand. So first your study, fix the context of the study and then try to find out the variable. Variable, what the things that is going to be vary from this thing. So you naturally color of the hair, that is the variable. Eye, color of the eyes, that could be a variable. So means these things could be a variable. In the same manner, just you think about any topic and fix the constant part and then the variable part. Yeah. As you see, this is the height, weight, age, marital status, start case, gender, fat to fit, and hobbies. These are could be a variable. This could be information, and what could be the constant part? That is, the all are gender is fixed here. All are females. So gender is you have to be no need to be describe the gender of this context, because already you are taking all the female actresses for your study. That is gender is fixed. So no need to be describe in your descriptive part ke gender part. But height, weight, age, marital status, star kid, fat to fit, this can be variable for your study. Yeah, just I'm showing this one. You can see now, because I'm moving toward the types of variables. So now I am just putting this 4 star kits and their height, weight, age, gender, star kits, marital status, fit to fat, and hobbies in the different form. Now I am going to ask, because all the analysis are based on types of the variable, and variables are how many types of variables do you know? Anyone have any answer? What the different type of variable? basically broadly we can uh, bifurcate the variable, that is metric and the non-metric variable. Means all the qualitative data just comes into the non-metric part and the quantitative data is metric variable. So now I am giving the two name only, metric and the non-metric. Okay. So now come to the again, go to the previous slide. Yes. Now, if I am asking about the height of any actress, that is the metric or the non-metric? Is it metric or non-metric? It is a quantitative data. It is a quantitative data. Must it is. All those quantitative data are showing here, like height, weight, age. Okay, these are all are metric data. Yes or no? Yes, this all are the metric data. But hobbies are qualitative data, because here I am talking about the hobbies of the actresses. So these hobbies are qualitative. It means their behavior. They are showing the behavior of the actresses. They are liking or disliking about that. That is showing in that. This is the hobbies is the quality. Now my question is on this last, that is star kids, marital status, and the fat to fit. Here answer is no, yes, no. Means answer you will get in the form of yes or no. Is it is quality or it is a quantity data? Means it's metric data or the non-metric data. Anyone can reply? Yes. It is metric or non-metric? Yes, it is metric. Why it is metric? Because I can put yes as a number. I can quote that yes as 1 and no as 2, because in this only the respondent have only two options, whether they can answer yes or no. That means they have only two option of answer. So one is a yes and 2 is no. So that naturally I can code my answer into the number. So that is, it is converted into the number. That is, it is considered as a metric data. Am I clear? On all are clear? One minute.
Yes, I'm all clear. Yes.
So sorry, I'm just coming back. So this is clear that is you are able to find out the types, that is because all the analyses are based on your type of variable. You have to be identified the variable, whether it is which is a metric or non-metrics. Means when your all data are non-metric, then you can conduct the certain type of analysis. If your variable is metric, then you can conduct the all types of analysis. That is this all the things you can conduct on your that is analysis part. Clear about this thing? These all things are about this thing. I'm just I think these things already you covered. This time just covering. This is the part I'm going to, because time is very less and I have to be complete that part, because all the data already you heard about the types of variable, but nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. If I'm talking about the nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio, can you anybody can say which one is the metric and which one is the non-metric? Nominal, what type of data is called the nominal? What the type of data is called the nominal? Yes. Nominal data. Which type of data are fall in this category? Nominal is non-metric. Ordinal is ordinal data is, it is also non-metric. but interval in the ratio, it is a metric data. So this is the non-metric data, and this is the data where this is that if the data is interval type, if you understand the variable in this form, interval of the ratio, so these both data are the metric form. So how can the in nominal, you can how the describe you can descriptive statistics you can use in your study, that is descriptive only the mode part, that is equality or non-equalities, and only you can take the mode part. If your data is in the ordinal part, then you can conduct in that mode, and if it is required, then you conduct the mode and median and report in your paper. The range and the measurement of the variability, if you want to, in the nominal data, there is no scope of measure the variability of the data. That is, there is a none means not applicable here. But if your data is fall in the ordinal category, then variability, that is variability of data, can be measured on the basis of the range and the interquartile range. You can find out the variability of data. If your data are interval, that is metric data, means here you can measure the variability of data by the standard deviation in the variance analysis, or here you can see the mode, median, arithmetic means, that is average. You can find out on the basis of the data. Now, if your data is on the ratio data, you can conduct mode, median, arithmetic, geometric means all this. If required, you can conduct and you can report. Here you can see the range, interquartile range, standard deviation, variance, any type of variability, it can be used on the ratio data. That is high quality data is the ratio data. And you could, if I just shorting the data on the basis of the quality, that is nominal is very, that is only the nominal data, only you cannot use in the variability, and but in the ratio data you can use the all variable, all type of variability are here, means chance of variability, then naturally you can conduct any type of analysis on the ratio data. Means this is the high quality data where you can conduct any type of analysis, any type of things on your these ratio data. Because analysis are too lengthy and too many things. It required I think entire session to discuss on this analysis part. I hope I conduct any type of this session. I could take that part on my next session if you will plan, because only this part you can take and write a good paper. But analysis is a very different and a very vast portion that can I can take in the different session. So on the basis of so I want to end my session. Any questions up to that, you can ask me. Yes, madam, this is the end of my session, because these are the reference paper, reference books you can use for this is to add knowledge about the research. That is a business research method book by the Naval Bajpayee. This is Deepak Chawla and the Nina Soni books. His research method is very good. You can use these books. Naresh Malhotra deal very minor details you can find on the Naresh Malhotra. So these are the books, various reference books you can use for your research paper writing. Thank you everyone. Yes, ma'am.